Let's go over creating cards and accounts in a Synergy controller. So let's go ahead and go to cards and accounts. I'm already there, and we're going to hit plus. So before you create your cards, you're going to want to go ahead and create your accounts. The accounts are just groupings for those cards, and they exist to have various restrictions on an account level or to be able to report on various accounts independent of other accounts. So here we're going to give it account name or an account number. So account number here, let's just say this is account 1000. Account name, this is, let's do engineering. And then you have some contact info here. You have some additional fields for account user 1, account user 2, and notes. These are just informational, so you can go ahead and put additional information if you'd like to down here. We have account status, valid, invalid. You have various restriction groups and number of transactions per day. These are just account level restrictions, and you have extended prompts if you have that turned on. And those are for prompting anything that's in that account. So you'll want to go ahead and just create and save your accounts. And then we can move on to creating cards. So we're going to go to driver vehicle records. You're going to hit plus to add a new record. And here we need to define a few things. If you have account controls turned on, you'll have this box that allows you to say this card's being configured at an account level for the restrictions. You see that as soon as we do that, the local restrictions for the card disappeared. So if you want to say this is being controlled by those account level restrictions that you can create on the account page, then you won't have local restrictions for the restrictions on this card. In this case, we'll leave that off. Here, driver card or vehicle card as the card type. So if we're going to make a driver card, we're going to go ahead and just give this test card as the name. So this is the name that's going to show up on the reports, and reporting card number. So this is whatever you'd like that number to be on the report. We have the account selection here. I didn't save that other account. We only have the no associated means as a global card. Basically, it's not in any one particular account. But you would want to select your account that you've created here for this particular card. The security code is an additional PIN number. So if you want them to be prompted for an additional PIN, similar to a debit card, you can enter whatever that code is here, and they would to enter that to be able to fuel. There is an option to allow them to create a new code. Down here under media 1, so this is going to be the number that's being read on the card, or if you're using keyboard entry, the number that's being typed to authorize the transaction at the time of fuel. So this is whatever's being read on various card formats and various readers. In this case, we're using keyboard entry, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Product restriction, quantity restrictions. These need to be defined ahead of time, and you could do that under settings system configuration. There's an option for product and quantity restriction groups. You will go and create those groups of restrictions. So then you can select those restrictions here once they are created. Media 2 would be if you have a second card number that this card can fuel. This will basically be a second number to this first number here. So most people aren't going to be using this, but in case you needed to, say a temporary situation where your card reader went bad and you need a new card reader, you can enable a PIN number and use a PIN number as instead of your normal card. Or if you needed to replace a card and you wanted to keep everything the same here, you can just edit this, but for whatever reason, if you wanted to add a second one, you could. Number of transactions per day, you can set a restriction for that. And then card user 1, card user 2 are just note fields. They're just additional information that you could store for a particular card. And then we have some options for extended prompts up here and card status. So card status, everything needs to be valid if you'd like this card to fuel, but we have various options to select if you want to describe why a card is invalid. These are editable. You can change this description to say what you'd like it to. In this case, we're going to leave this as valid. Jumping over to extended prompts, here you have options to configure prompting. So if this is turned on, then you can use these options to do that. So if we want a miscellaneous entry, here we could just say we want to, turn this on. You have a couple different options here for the method. Do you want, enforce leading zeros, and what order do you want this to prompt in? And so here, let's just say we're going to capture the entry. It doesn't need to be validated. We're going to allow them to enter. So you'll see here that this grays out the entry. If we needed something to be validated, we can have them enter a number, and it needs to match whatever we put in here at time of fuel. So that's a verified prompt, basically. So we're going to go ahead and just remove that. We'll just go ahead and select this for now. And then you have various other options for prompting. So there's a lot that can go into this. Your tech on site can help you configure based on what you need. And this is just going to, prompt miscellaneous, but we also have various options for, odometer, other things down here that are options. So that's how you would go ahead and configure extended prompts, and that's how you would create a card. Once you're all done with all the settings, you would just hit save down here. That card would be pushed down to your Synergy controller, and then in a few minutes, you'll be able to fuel with that.